So, lads, I'm scared. I am legitimately scared. I am scared for the future of Michaela Timpson. And again, I don't think this is likely to happen. I just want to make this a point here. I do not think this is likely to happen. I think that this is something that there is a slight chance of happening. However, I still think it needs to be talked about. Because even though it is a slight chance of it happening, I think that we've got to talk about this topic, this possibility, and discuss whether or not it is the right or wrong decision for the Indiana Fever. Look, there are reasons to think that there is a possibility that she gets cut. There is a possibility that Michaela Timpson gets cut from the Indiana Fever. And I know you guys might be saying, oh, there's no chance. There's no chance that she gets cut. She's the future. She's this great young player, and I agree. But when has Amber Cox ever chose a young player over a vet this season? The Fever only signed vets. The Fever had opportunities. The Fever could have went overseas and signed some really, really good players. Like if you look at the Dallas Wings, Geisel Soder, if you watch she does, she's a 6'5" sniper. Like when she gets going, she's probably going to start for the Wings. She's the Wings' best center right now. Geisel Soder is the Wings' best center. So she's probably going to start for the Wings. And they got her on a minimum deal. Janelle Salone, minimum deal. Kitty Alaxa, minimum deal. Monica Cole-McCanny, minimum deal. Like this league, they were not creative in any way. Because they wanted vets. They wanted vets. They wanted players who've been there. They wanted all of this. And they have to make a choice. And let's be honest. Sid Colson is not getting cut. Sid Colson is not getting cut. There is a less than 0% chance Sid Colson gets cut. The player who will get cut potentially for Ari McDonald coming in, and they have to bring in Ari McDonald. So if you look at their contracts here. So Sid Colson is unprotected, Brie Turner is unprotected, Michaela Timpson is unprotected. One of Michaela Timpson or Brie Turner are going to be cut if they want to bring in Ari McDonald. And I would hope that they're not dumb enough to not bring in Ari McDonald. I mean this. I hope that they're not incredibly, incredibly dumb. Like I have a really, really weird feeling that like they're not going to bring in Ari McDonald, but I don't know. I don't know. At the same time, I just don't have any trust for the front office. They can regain some trust by making this decision. By cutting Brie Turner. This is the easiest thing you can do. This is the easiest thing you can do. Find somebody, cut somebody who's making more money. And by the way, people don't realize if they cut Brie Turner, they can afford to bring in 2 players. If they cut Breanna Turner, they can legitimately afford to bring in, because she's on $88,000 salary, they can afford to bring in Ari McDonald the rest of the year and someone after Eurobasket. They can bring in 12 players. They can have a team of 12 players. Again, would it be their ideal scenario? No. Brie Turner, I don't know. She did some workouts in the summer with the team. But, like, I don't remember... I don't think Brie Turner... Like, if it wasn't for the fact that she seems to be a good locker room person, there's no reason for Brie Turner to be in the WNBA anymore. Like, she can't play basketball. I understand she's a 2-time all-defensive team player. But, like, if you look at Breanna Turner's stats on, like, for the last couple of seasons, Brie Turner averaged 1 point per game last year. She's averaging 0.3 points per game last year. I just have this really bad feeling that the Indiana Fever are going to say, we would rather have a vet. I have a bad feeling they're going to say we would rather have a vet than have... we'd rather go with a vet than go with youth. Because again, what do we have to go on here when it comes to the Fever? We have to just go on the fact that they have gone old, they've gone slow, they've gone vets. And do we think they double down? Do we think the Indiana Fever go and double down and decide, you know what, we are going to double down and keep the vets, and this is what's going to win us championship? Or do they plan something for the future? Do they plan around the fact that you have got potentially the most bargain contract in the WNBA in 4 years' time, Michaela Timpson? Of second-round picks this year, who are better second-round picks? Pau. Sure. After Pau, what second-round pick is actually like legitimately playing minutes? Sanaya Fagan, no. Like whoever was the Wings took at 14 got cut. Aaliyah Nye's not playing that much. Like she's playing more. She's doing more than Timpson. But like, if we're looking at second-round picks, most of them are barely playing. Some of them aren't even in the league. Like Kosu, in fairness, Kosu is a kid. I need to just think about the WNBA draft. Who was in it? I'm just blanking. I've completely blanked in the second round of the draft. But like on these like contracts, Maddie Westball's barely playing. Sellers is out of the league. Brie Hall's not there. Sanaya Fagan isn't playing. Koulibaly's not even with the Sky. Lucy Olsen maybe is playing a few more minutes, I guess. Rhea Marshall's only plays garbage time. Her team does a lot of garbage time. Like, I just have a horrible feeling that the Indiana Fever are going to focus on freaking vets. I have this horrible feeling that the Indiana Fever are going to prioritize Brie Turner as a vet. How many vets do you need? Kelsey Mitchell's 30. Kelsey Mitchell doesn't need a vet. She's 30. Dewana Bonner is 38. You don't need more than Dewana Bonner and Sid Colson. And Demiris Dantas is a vet. How many vets does this team need? Brie Turner's got to go. She's got to go. She has got to go. There is no excuse to keep Brie Turner on this team. I guess maybe, Brie... And if anyone says, but like Brie Turner chose to play for the Fever over other teams. She averaged 1 point per game last year. If the Fever cut Brie Turner, no one's picking her up. I mean that. If the Fever cut Brie Turner, no one's picking her up. And that's a sign. If the Fever cut Colson, someone's picking her up tomorrow. Someone's going to pick up Colson tomorrow. Just like Katie Lou got picked up straight away. And in fairness, even Grace Berger got picked up straight away. She's not getting picked up now because of all the influx of European talent in the league. But if the Fever cut Brie Turner, no one's picking her up. The next time we'll see her play ball is probably in Australia. Don't make another mistake, Indiana. Don't make another mistake. You have made way too many mistakes on the year. You have made way too many mistakes when it comes to players. You have gone the route of old players instead of youth. You have a get-out-of-jail-free card by just taking in Ari McDonald and cutting Brie Turner. You have a get-out-of-jail-free card. You've already done goofed. You've already screwed up bad. But you now have a get-out-of-jail-free card. Very few teams and front offices get a get-out-of-jail-free card. But an unprotected Brie Turner contract is your get-out-of-jail-free card. So anyway, yeah. That's the video. I'll see you guys.